Bratans, what's up? I'm today here with my brother Carl from the moon. How are you, bratan?
I'm doing incredibly well. It's amazing to be on your channel here for the first time.
It's very nice. It's for me a big honor that you're on my channel, bratan. And we want today to speak about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I also want to speak about Cardano. If you also have some news for Cardano, we can also ask Carl. So let's start at first with Bitcoin. Brata, what do you expect in the immediate short term for Bitcoin?
Look at this. If you take a look at the Bitcoin chart right now, you will see that on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is in fact in a downtrend with lower lows and lower highs. But when you zoom out, when you take a step back and look at the weekly time frame, you will see that we actually have higher highs and higher lows, which means that on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin is still technically bullish. So I think the bull cycle is still intact. It's still happening. I think what we're seeing now is the evidence and proof of lengthening cycles. So every cycle over the past 13 years have been getting longer and longer, and this is the longest cycle because it's the most recent cycle. And it's also going to mean that the bear market is probably going to be much longer also than the previous bear markets. So it's possible that we get like a 4-year, 5-year bear market after this, which sounds horrible, but it's also just part of the markets. Markets go up and down, and you're in for the ride to the upside, you're in for the ride to the downside, and you just have to turn off your emotions and just be in for the technology more than the prices maybe when it comes to the bear markets.
And what do you think, how high can Bitcoin go this year? What's your opinion?
I think very, very easily $100,000 is gonna most likely happen in my opinion, but I think we can go even as high as $300,000, maybe even $500,000 if we get this huge blow off top where everyone just starts FOMOing into Bitcoin, not only retail but also institutions, maybe even countries like El Salvador and other countries start just FOMO, buy a bunch of Bitcoin. So we can see a huge spike this year, I'm sure. So $500,000 is definitely a possibility, but my conservative target would be 100,000.
And what do you think? So this is for Bitcoin. I also agree with you totally that the bear market's getting longer and longer if we see based on the past, right? And I also think that if we break 52, 53K, we can go easily to 100K. This is also what they're thinking, and some other countries also thinking now about to adopt the Bitcoin as a normal currency, right? So I agree with you. What do you think about Ethereum? How high can Ethereum go, and where we see Ethereum in 2022?
If Bitcoin goes to $100,000, then I would expect Ethereum to do at least the same price performance from here, which means that Ethereum would have to go to at least something like, let's say, $7,000-8,000. But I think what's more likely is that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin.
Yes, this is the most time, right? Because if Bitcoin go up, Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin. Yeah.
So if that happens, then I would expect Ethereum to probably do. So let's say this: if Bitcoin does a 2x, then I would expect at least like maybe 4 or 5x for Ethereum. So something like $20,000 for Ethereum is very, very possible. It's even very likely this year. I hold a bunch of Ethereum. Of course, I took some profits and I bought my Bugatti with Ethereum, but that's the only Ethereum I ever sold. Everything else I'm holding.
We see also this crazy Ethereum burning, right? When NFTs get sold, or all the fees here, right, gets burned. I don't know exactly the technical behind it, but it's, I don't know how much Ethereum already burned. I saw last time. You know how much?
No, I don't know how much, but in general, if you have a deflationary supply or low inflation, that's very good for long-term price stability, while high inflation is very bad. Yeah. You can take a very good example. The US dollar has very high inflation and unpredictable inflation because it's the central banks, they decide how much they will print. When you compare that with gold, that has a low inflation and controlled inflation over time, gold has a multi-trillion-dollar market cap and has held its value for thousands of years. So the difference between gold and fiat is the predictability of the future inflation. And with Bitcoin, obviously, the predictability is not only certain, it's like absolute. You know, it's maximum 21 million, it can never change. So it's the first time that you have an asset with perfect absolute predictability of future inflation in relation to the supply, which is absolutely unique and fantastic, which means that Bitcoin is the most scarce asset in the universe, as I usually say, because I think it's true. It's the most scarce asset in the whole universe. I'll bet you anything to find something more scarce than Bitcoin, and that's why I'm bullish on Bitcoin. And Ethereum, it's the same goes there. Look at the inflation, look at the supply, what is the relationship there, and then you can hopefully use that as a prediction for future prices.
Especially if there will be announcement when exactly Ethereum 2.0 will be released. I think this will explode the price. This will be crazy because the gas fees will be much cheaper, and the people will go crazy to this announcement.
We just need we need mass adoption. That's 100%. We need lower fees, because right now the fees are very high on Ethereum and also on Bitcoin for small transactions. So that's like an important thing we have to fix. And actually that is what we fixed with Casta, right? You are an investor.
I'm also investor in Casta, yes. And you cannot speak about how high Casta can go, right? By the legal.
Of course not, because I'm a co-founder, so I can't do that, no.
But I invested personally in Casta because I invest in Carl, right? And I think Carl is what I said at the time. Carl is a hustler. He want also to do a really successful project, and I see how he's the whole time sitting in his office and work for it. So I invest personally to Casta. If you want also buy Casta or trade Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano, you can go link down below, Phoenix Bybit, sign bonus 8,200 if you want to sign, link down below. Carl, another thing, Cardano. What do you say about Cardano?
So I usually tell people that unless I feel like I know exactly what I'm talking about, I try to avoid saying anything. I don't want to say that Cardano is necessarily better or worse than Ethereum. I would say this: I hold a little bit of Cardano. Am I a Cardano expert? I wouldn't say so. Am I a Bitcoin expert? Probably much more than Cardano for sure. That's my background is monetary policy, financial, like anything that comes with money and financials. So that's why I am very interested in Bitcoin, and also of course Ethereum is something that I've also been doing a lot of research on. That's why I hold, I would say, like 20-30% of my portfolio in Ethereum. When it comes to Cardano, I've been in the space for like 4 or 5 years already, and it was a very long time for Cardano without even having a working product. But you know what, I hold some Cardano, but it's not a huge amount. It's for my portfolio, it's maybe like not even 1% of my portfolio, maybe 2% maximum. I think 1% probably.
I'm also not a Cardano expert, and I only know what, or I don't know, but I make some research. I think I know, in my opinion, what will happen in the immediate short term. And Cardano released the first decentralized exchange on Cardano, Sunday Swap, right? And I told you guys that we see a big price movement of Cardano, and that's exactly what happened, exactly as predicted. That's crazy. That's crazy, right, Carl?
That is very crazy, actually. Yeah, it's insane, and exactly as predicted. Absolutely, yeah.
And that was because the news came out that Sunday Swap will be released on the 20th of January, right? And because people are buying Cardano and staking it in, because they want to get I know how the token called, the Sunday Swap token. So they want to qualify to get the airdrop of Sunday Swap token. So this is one reason, and technically we should reach the price target of $1.95 approximately, but take the profits before this price target. So Guys, if you want to trade, also go link down below. $8,200 in bonus you can claim on Bybit and Phoenix. Also, you can buy Casta on Bybit, right? On Phoenix, not right now, right?
It's not on Phoenix, it's only on Bybit.
So on Bybit you can buy, also you can buy Cardano on Bybit and Phoenix, and you can buy Bitcoin Ethereum, right? If you have any question to Carl or to me, or I don't know about the whole space, comment down below and I will do another video. And now we are driving to Burj Al Arab, the first 7-star hotel in the world, right?
The first and still the only one from what I understand.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
So it's all in gold, and we are in the live stream right now. If you want to join us. This will be the whole day on Twitch, Slavic Junge 685, and maybe Carl, you go also online today, right?
I might go live on the Moon channel as well, actually, because I think it's very cool. You guys seem to like it when we go live, because it's like, you know, a day in the life.
Yes. Guys, we kiss you. Best.